Good day, this is Crypto Cyborg bringing you bits and bytes of crypto. Guys, I'm not a financial advisor, I'm just sharing my personal experience, viewpoints and findings with you. Please do your own due diligence. Okay, just a short weekly update in a relaxed format as to some of the highlights and the news that's going on in the crypto market, and a quick brief overview on the platforms that I'm in. Okay, let's jump in. We're going to have a look at German bank, NYDIG, BTC balances on exchanges, a Norwegian oil billionaire, Goldman Sachs, and a Spanish real estate agency and platforms I'm in. Okay, the German bank Donner and Rachel are offering crypto custody services to their clients in a very high market demand in the country. So once again, as you can see, and if you've been following these videos, you'll see there's more and more banks that are climbing onto the crypto wagon, and yes, more adoption taking place in the mainstream financial sector. The New York Digital Investment Group has a 200 million growth capital round this past year, led by strategic partners which include Stonebridge Holdings, Morgan Stanley, New York Life, Mass Mutual, Soros Fund Management and FS Investment. Now this means that life, annuity and property and casualty insurers now own in aggregate more than $1 billion of direct and indirect BTC due to exposure facilitated by NYDIG. Now, as you can see, this is happening more and more. There's a lot of companies. MicroStrategy did it as well. Exchanged their bonds for Bitcoin. There's institutions and personal or individuals that are exchanging their gold for Bitcoin, bonds, insurances, and any other basic liquid assets. They're starting to exchange for Bitcoin. People are starting to realize the value of Bitcoin, and since there's only ever going to be 21 million Bitcoin ever going to be mined, it's going to become very scarce, and the price is going to increase quite dramatically. BTC balances on exchanges are draining. Leading platforms see around about $10 billion in BTC withdrawn in the last 4 months. Data suggests that investors are accumulating rather than selling their Bitcoin. News.bitcoin.com noted that the exchange balances were sinking since December 2020 and draining in October 2020 as well. On 16 October 2020, the NYDIG reported that 187,000 Bitcoin had been withdrawn by customers since June 2020. So yes, instead of keeping it on the exchange and trading or doing some limit orders, and people decided rather to hodl it, as they know that the price is gonna moon soon. And a Norwegian oil billionaire, Kjell Inge Rox, I don't know if I got that right, says BTC could be worth millions of dollars each, and he puts liquid company Aker assets into Bitcoin. There's another example, another guy that's putting his liquid assets into Bitcoin. So more and more adoption taking place, and these, as you can see, they're not small, these are big fry, big fish. Goldman Sachs sees a huge institutional demand for Bitcoin. 61% of the clients expect their digital assets holdings to increase this year, and 76% of the clients say Bitcoin could reach 100k this year. Now, okay, we'll get to that in just a moment, Bitcoin's pricing. Then another adoption, the Spanish real estate agency in the Canary Islands start accepting BTC payments for properties. So Bitcoin starting to reach all types of aspects of financial institutions and businesses, infiltrating everywhere. Okay, we are back in a high $56,000 region after the recent all-time high of 58,354. Now, although Bitcoin took a bit of a dip again this morning, down to 55,500 roughly currently at this stage. The next price prediction is 60,000, and then the next one after that is 75,000, and then from there there's different speculations whether it's going to be 100k, 150, 200 or whatever, but the potential is definitely there. It's just some platforms that I'm in. As you can see, they're dwindling. It's getting less and less. There's been a lot of crypto scams. Platforms are scamming out. People don't want to really invest in platforms anymore. Personally, I also trying to steer away from normal platforms now as well. If and when I do enter, it will be with very small amounts, and it will be actually for some of my subscribers who still believe in platforms and who still wants to go that route. I personally go in a route where I have control over my own money and funds, such as Copy Pro Traders and Bitscap. I'll give you a quick overview on that now. Let me just start from the top. So CashFX is doing well. It seems like they've been in talks with the SEC in the USA, where they not welcome a band, and soon apparently the USA and Canada will open their doors for them, which is a very good thing. That will give CashFX a great boost, and it gives a constant income of about 6% a week, which is very good. Then Impulse X at 2.5, 2.6% a week. They do have forever packs. They start at $10, which is very cheap, so anybody can buy into them. You don't have to build a team underneath you. You fall into the tree though, and you do get spillover from other people joining below you, and people above you recruiting people that falls in below you, so you do get some spillover there. So that's also a constant, strong running company going well there. And Mark Verdelen, if you go check on their YouTube channel, shows his live trading, where he goes onto his laptop or computer and he goes through the actual bots, so you can see there's actual trading taking place. Daisy started off with a huge bang. It was too big for itself. The smart contract wasn't laid out properly. Basically, I won't say crashed, but they stopped new intakes and fixed up the smart contract, and they're going to do a relaunch, which they said will be basically around the 15th of March. Also very big, huge crowdfunding. But what's nice about Daisy is they've also got the trading aspect on the one side with Endotech. Yes, so that's ideal, because I personally don't just like to be involved with crowdfunding. PGI, it's another big one. They've been going for more than a year now. Basically, the first year they went pre-launch. They officially launched now in that's the 5th of February. Got around 16,000 members already. Gives a constant 7.1% weekly. There's been some weeks where it's been over 8% and almost over 9%, 9.32, 9.5, almost 10% for the week. So doing very well. They currently changed their payment system internally, so a little bit behind on payments, but payments are still happening. If I look at the groups and the chat groups. Copy Pro Traders. Okay, now this is where I'm starting to lean towards. I'm personally also starting to do some normal trading myself. Now, CopyPro Traders is a very nice platform. You create API keys on a exchange. Then CopyPro Traders do mirror trading for you. In other words, what's nice about this, they do have access to your funds to trade, but they can't touch and take your money and run away with it. It's called mirror trading. To give you a simple basic explanation, it's the same as, say for example, you have got a bank account, okay, me, I the trader, phone the bank. I don't have access to your funds, but I give the bank instruction and say, listen here, I can see there's going to be an opportunity here. Please sell Johnny's shares or trades or whatever. Let me just keep it to simple banks statuses. Sell Johnny's shares, and then at this price, and when the price goes up, you sell it at a high price, and then when the price goes down, buy again at that price. So I didn't have access to your bank and your funds, but I gave the bank instruction to increase your asset. So just that's a simple analogy, just to give an idea how it works. Okay, so yes, they've been doing this quite well. I'm quite happy with them. And they don't have a proper dashboard as yet, so, and your values on exchange also fluctuate because of your assets that are trading for you, the asset price fluctuations, and of course there's open and close trades all the time, so it's difficult to see your growth. So if you go look at my CopyPro Traders video, and I'm going to post a new one today, I physically went into my actual trades and I worked out the price difference between the buy and sell, and then how many coins it was traded, and then I worked out the percentage. So that gave me the true reflection of what they're doing. So yeah, they're doing anything between 3.7 to 5% a week, so which gives you an average of say 20% a month. They claim, and they've had months up to 30%. So yes, definitely something you should look at. Yeah, go have a look at my videos. Qubit still going strong, changed now to a Qubit Live, so a lot of new things coming. 5.5% 2 weeks, still paying, going strong. Then Bitscap's a bot. They set up pairs, trading pairs. Now this is more of a long-term thing. I'm not doing Bitscap to throw out money monthly. So you're trading pairs, and the best is basically to trade, for example, good holding coins. Like if I can take for example, you trade Bitcoin against Cardano, you trade Bitcoin against DOT, you trade Bitcoin against Ethereum. So if your Bitcoin gets less and the other coin is doing better, that's a long-term hold, decent asset coin. So you're not sitting with shit coin at the end of the day. You don't do that with, say, something like Tron or Tether or whatever, because you're just going to be wasting away your Bitcoin. But yeah, that's the other thing. So I'm leaning more towards these things where I've got control of my own money, as well as some own personal trading. And I think my subscribers should also start looking into those if you value your Bitcoin and sick and tired of losing money on these scams and platforms. Well guys, and there's a referral links on my link tree if you go on my Telegram or any of my videos as well, like it's in below. And that's it guys. I hope this was helpful and informative. If so, hit the like button below. Also share, subscribe, and hit the bell icon for future news and updates. Below is a link to subscribe to my Telegram channel for instant updates. And then lastly guys, never invest more than you can afford to lose, and always do your own due diligence. That's it guys, have a great day. Ciao for now. Cyborg signing out.